both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
2nd down, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Let's go, D.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Flush to his right. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point and the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right to the air is Willis. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Flushed out right. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Sanders has got it complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Willis out of the gun, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
To throw is Elway. He finds his man complete. That's Perry. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Elway to throw on 2nd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Johnson, 60 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Don't say nothing.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Hines, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, Willis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 24, check 24. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 37, check 37. 79 Broncos.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down, Elway. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Elway. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
44 is the mic. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Sponge. No.
Elway to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Third quarter starts with a run from LaDainian Tomlinson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and back to Tomlinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Elway. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
You don't want it. You don't want none of this. Give it. Pick up the ball.
They fake the give. Now Elway rolling to his right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Tomlinson, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
This is Hines. Finding space at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 139 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Again, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Draw play, Tomlinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Elway now looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Now Elway to throw. Flushed out right. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Check three. Alert flare.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Slam.
Willis. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And once again, this is Sanders. And some room to work. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time. Check.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A carry here for the big tight end. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bruce Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Check 24, check 24. Single. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
On fourth down, Cunningham. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll begin by running the option. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Watch the run. Check 9.
Walker now on first and 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Second down and goal. Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
60 Bison.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Steps away to his left. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try again. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Come on, set.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
18 Cardinal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Play action, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Switch up. Check 31.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw, here's Willis. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They run with Hines, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nyheim Hines, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cunningham looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Again, it's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
44's Mike. Check, check. Coming for you.
Mustang 19.
Here's Cunningham.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
44. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready?
Here's Cunningham from the gun. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In your face.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Hey, watch that.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
49. Mike's 49.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. They run again on 1st down. Lynch. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
3 buzz. 3 buzz.
An inside run with Lynch. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Cunningham. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Lynch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cunningham. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. big spot, and he delivers.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Jets touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets get an important score. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Ford Field. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Willis going to throw it right away. Flush to his right. It's caught by Sanders. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. With all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Right to the air is Willis. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. Trick the Eagle.
Willis now off of play action. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
From the 38, Fields. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Fields on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw is taken in by Waddle. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Again, Fields. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Right back to the air with Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Hines again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Fields throw complete there to Johnson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fields on third down. He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Fields. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On first down, Willis. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On second down, it's Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines. 37 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 20 here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Last play of the half, Willis. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. One-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 71 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Willis looks to pass it here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, Hines. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Off play action, Fields. That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time.
And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This is Hines. And good running there as he'll take this all the way. right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Willis going to look to throw first play. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Griffin. Flush to his right. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. Finding space at the 40. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Willis. The Sanders has got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Well, it's always easy to second-guess a call, but maybe you should have just handed it off here on 3rd and short instead of keeping it on a play-action pass attempt. Now it's 4th and long, and just gave the defense a lot of momentum to build on for the next series.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Out to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2nd down, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First and 10, Willis. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped, 10 yards, 1st down. To throw is RG3. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Griffin. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Griffin. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws, or as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First and 10, it's Patterson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And some space here. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. To the air on first down, here's Willis. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out right at the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Willis will look to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action with Griffin, sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Griffin. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A pitch comes to Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They run with Hines. Taken down at the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. After the sack on first down, Willis. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now Willis on third down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our top. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bruce Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Gano the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Watch the backer. Joker. Check 43.
From the gun, here's Willis. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
19 tight.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
Flush to his right.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Now Willis. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Hines. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run the option. And he gives himself up, but not before